She was the Omega's daughter, unwanted, unseen, whispered about in every corridor of the pack. He was the future Alpha, cold, proud, born beneath a prophecy of blood and fire. On the night their fated bond ignited, he didn't reach for her hand. He recoiled, called her unworthy, said the moon must have made a mistake, said he would never claim a mate so low-born. Her heart shattered beneath his words, and something ancient stirred inside her chest. Power she wasn't meant to have. Magic the elders had buried. A truth her mother died protecting, because the Omega's daughter wasn't just unwanted. She was the one destiny wrote into the Alpha's bloodline, the mate he rejected, and the only one who could save him when death finally came to collect its price. If the Alpha rejected you at your worst, but destiny tied him to your power, would you save him or let fate finish what it started? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories. This is the story of Mira, the Omega's daughter, the girl the pack dismissed as weak, insignificant, and tainted by a past no one would speak of. It is also the story of Rylan, the heir to the Silvercrest pack, an Alpha forged in discipline, shaped by prophecy, and terrified of a future he could not control. Their bond begins with rejection, so cruel it scars the moon mark itself, and continues with a revelation powerful enough to rewrite the fate of every wolf in their land. Because sometimes destiny hides its greatest weapon in the one place pride never looks. The lowest-born girl with the highest-born blood. Mira had grown used to being invisible. Omegas tended to fade into the background of pack life, cleaning halls, tending fires, obeying orders without question. But Mira was treated differently, worse. "You shouldn't even be here," some older wolves muttered when she passed. "She brings bad luck," whispered another. Her mother should have never kept her. Mira pretended she didn't hear. She always pretended, but nothing prepared her for the full moon gathering. The night fated mates were revealed. As the moon rose, silver threads of energy floated through the air, connecting wolves to their destined partners. Mira felt it, a spark like lightning striking her chest. Her breath hitched, her wolf surged with recognition. Mate. She turned and froze. Rylan, the future Alpha, the most powerful wolf in the region. His eyes widened for a single heartbeat. Shock, disbelief, something like wonder. Then his expression iced over. "No," he growled. The spark in Mira's chest flickered painfully. Rylan stepped back as if she were a threat. "This is wrong. The bond must be corrupted." Mira's throat tightened. "Rylan, please." "Don't say my name," he snapped. "I will not claim an Omega, especially you." The pack gasped. Mira felt her knees weaken. Her wolf whimpered. Rylan raised his voice, loud enough for the entire clearing. "I reject this bond." Pain ripped through her chest like claws. She fell to the ground, clutching her heart. Rylan didn't look back. He walked away. But as Mira stared at the torn earth beneath her fingertips, a faint glow pulsed under her skin. Gold and white, ancient and unfamiliar. Elder Naida's eyes widened. "Impossible," the woman whispered. Mira didn't hear her. The world had already gone dark. When Mira woke the next morning, everything felt different. Her heartbeat was too loud, her senses too sharp, her skin too warm. Something inside her had awakened the moment Rylan rejected her. Something her mother had died before she could explain. As Mira stepped into the cold morning air, wolves stared at her with confusion and fear. "Her scent is changing," someone murmured. "That's not Omega scent." No, it wasn't. A strange aura shimmered around her, subtle, but undeniable. Mira didn't understand it, but someone else did. A shadow detached itself from the tree line. A man, rough, scarred, dressed in rogue leathers, watched her with piercing golden eyes. He bowed his head slightly. "Nightborn," he murmured. At last. Mira's breath stilled. "Who are you?" He didn't answer. Instead, he whispered, "They rejected the one who carries the Alpha's fate. His life now belongs to you, and only you." Before she could speak, he vanished into the forest. For days, Mira's body felt strange. Energy hummed through her veins like moonfire. Her senses sharpened until she could hear wolves whispering across the training grounds. When she touched the river, the water glowed faintly beneath her fingers. Elder Naida finally cornered her, behind the gathering hall. "You need to stop hiding," the elder whispered. "Your mother protected you from this truth, but I will not let you walk blind." Mira frowned. "What truth?" Naida glanced around, ensuring no one else listened. "You are not purely Omega-born," she said. "Your mother was, but your father, he was something else." "My father is dead," Mira said, quietly. "I never knew him," Naida nodded. "And that was intentional." She leaned closer. "Mira, your father was a lunar-marked Alpha." Mira's stomach dropped. "No, that's impossible." "Not only was he lunar-marked," Naida said quietly. "He belonged to the first line of Silver Crest, the original royal bloodline, the bloodline of prophecy." Mira shook her head. "Why would my mother hide that from me?" "Because your father's bloodline was hunted," Naida whispered. "If anyone knew you carried his power, you would have been killed as a child." Mira's hands trembled. "What power?" Naida's eyes softened. "The ability to choose fate or rewrite it." A cold wind blew across the clearing. "Mira," the elder whispered, "you are not cursed. You are awakened. And if Rylan rejected you..." She hesitated. "The bond will turn against him." Mira's breath hitched. "What does that mean?" "His strength will fade. His wolf will weaken. His body will fail." Naida swallowed. "He will die unless his true mate restores the bond." Mira's heart stuttered. "No, he can't die. He's awful and arrogant and cruel, but..." "But you love him," Naida finished softly. Tears threatened Mira's eyes. "I didn't want to, but the bond..." A sudden roar shook the training grounds. Warriors sprinted past them toward the infirmary. Mira's heart dropped. Naida exhaled sharply. It has begun. Inside the infirmary, chaos. Rylan lay on a stone table, body shaking violently, skin pale as frost. His beta shouted orders. "Hold him! His wolf is collapsing! His pulse is dropping! He's burning from the inside." Mira's breath caught when Rylan's eyes snapped open. They weren't silver anymore. They were dull, dying. "Mira," he rasped, voice shredded. "Don't..." "Come closer." She stepped closer anyway. His scent hit her like a memory. Pine and iron, threaded with something broken. "Mira," he whispered again, tears forming in his eyes. "I was wrong." Her heart cracked. He looked at her, as if she were his last hope. "Forgive me," he whispered. "I didn't know what you meant." Mira shook her head, tears spilling. "I don't know if I can forgive you." His breath hitched painfully. "But I don't want to die." Without trying, his hand lifted weakly toward her. "Mira, please." Before she could answer, a growl shook the walls. The rogue from the forest stepped inside. Every warrior froze. The air tightened, crackling with danger. He looked straight at Mira. Nightborn power awakened, he said calmly. And the Alpha who rejected you now pays the price. Rylan coughed blood. The rogue continued. You alone decide if he lives or dies. The rogue moved closer, aura pulsing like shadowed flame. Rylan's warriors raised their weapons. He didn't flinch. I am Aaron, he said, guardian of the Nightborn line, bound to protect its last heir. Mira stared at him. Heir? Aaron nodded. The prophecy states, the Alpha's fate lies not in power, but in the hands of the forgotten daughter. Rylan struggled to sit up. Mira, please, don't listen to him. Aaron's eyes narrowed. You fear her because you know what she truly is. Rylan's jaw clenched. She is dangerous. No, Aaron corrected. She is destiny. He turned to Mira. You can end his suffering with a single touch. Close the bond forever. Let him die, Mira's breath caught. Rylan's eyes filled with panic. Don't, Mira, don't leave me. Don't abandon me. He broke off, choking on another wave of pain. Aaron continued, voice calm. Or, he took Mira's hand gently, startling her with the warmth of his touch. You can choose a second fate. Rylan growled weakly. Mira, please. Aaron's voice softened. You do not owe him your life. You do not owe him forgiveness. He lifted her chin. You owe yourself freedom. Something inside Mira cracked open. She felt two futures tugging at her, one where she healed Rylan and returned to the pack that scorned her, one where she walked away and let destiny claim him. But then she felt something deeper, a third path, her own. She stepped toward Rylan. Aaron stiffened, disappointment flickering across his face. Rylan watched her with hollow, breaking eyes. Mira, he whispered, I don't deserve to be saved, but I need you. Tears spilled down her cheeks. You hurt me, she said softly. You shattered everything in me. I know, he whispered, and I regret it more than anything. Mira knelt beside him. She placed her glowing hand over his heart. Aaron's breath caught. Rylan's pulse fluttered. Mira. She closed her eyes. I'm not saving you because you deserve it, she whispered. I'm saving you because I deserve peace. Light flared from her palm. Rylan gasped as the broken bond unraveled, the pain easing, the curse lifting. When the glow faded, he lay trembling, weak but alive. Aaron's jaw tightened. You chose mercy. Mira stood slowly. No, I chose myself. For 3 days, the pack whispered. Mira healed the Alpha. She carries royal blood. She's the Nightborn heir. Mira tried to ignore them, but everything changed when Rylan appeared at her door at sunrise, looking nothing like the arrogant leader she once feared. His silver eyes were soft. Mira, he said quietly, I owe you more than my life. She folded her arms. I didn't save you for gratitude. I know. He stepped closer. That's why it means everything. She swallowed. What do you want from me? Rylan exhaled. Another chance. Mira's chest tightened. I don't know if I can trust you. You don't have to, he said softly. Let me earn it. Before she could answer, a familiar aura brushed her senses. Aaron emerged from the shadows. Mira, he said, the Nightborn line must rise. You are its heir. Rylan stiffened. Stay away from her, Aaron smirked. You lost the right to protect her. Rylan stepped forward. I'm not losing her again. Mira's heart pounded. Two destinies pulled at her. Aeron, power, legacy, the Nightborn throne. Rylan, regret, devotion, the bond fate had sealed long before he realized its worth. She took a breath. "Stop," she said. Both men froze. Mira lifted her chin. "My fate is not yours to choose." Aeron's brows furrowed. Rylan's breath caught. Mira placed a hand over her own heart, feeling the bond echo softly beneath her palm. "I choose my path. Not prophecy, not fear, not guilt." She stepped forward, toward Rylan. His eyes widened with stunned hope. "Mira." She reached out, touching his cheek gently. "I give you one chance," she whispered. "One. Don't break it." His voice cracked. "I won't." Aeron bowed his head, accepting her decision. "Then the Nightborn line stands with you both." Mira exhaled as her wolf finally settled. Not in fear, but in certainty. She wasn't the rejected Omega's daughter anymore. She was the Alpha's true mate. The one fate wrote into the stars, and the one strong enough to rewrite destiny itself. Under the moon that once witnessed her rejection, Mira rose. Not as an Omega's daughter, but as the true mate who would lead the Silvercrest pack into a new dawn her heart finally chose.